Mm-hmm. 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 Here I come. Coming. Here I am. Here you are. If you have coffee, send it to me. I don't care if it's hot. I don't care if it's cold. As long as it's iced and as warm as it can possibly be under the conditions. That's not coffee. I'm not sure what that is, but when it has lily pads growing on top of it, it has ceased being coffee. I like saying the word coffee. Makes me feel warm inside. I don't know why. Happy day after Christmas. My name is Stoic Grub. This is a song by Sleepy Seahorse. Yes. I'm sure my guitar's out of tune a little bit. That's okay. Thought it was understood. I thought everything works the way it should, but I was wrong. Don't know why, don't know how, and I don't think I will ever figure it out. So I wanna go home. Good things come to those who wait. Well, I waited forever, and things are not so great. I guess I waited too long. Now I don't want to see it through. It's no use having dreams if they don't come true. I just wanna go home. Home again. Can't go home again. Can't spend space and time on them. Can't go home again. Home again. Can't go home again. The world will change until the bitter end, and you can't go home again. Maybe that was the more condensed version, but you get the gist. More of a theme song these days. Maybe in the new year that will change. Maybe it'll turn to like the fourth track on In Utero. Who knows? Who cares, right? Clip Eagle? That's a cool name. But actually it's a this. Why not? No, you're right. You got it right. But it's an M. I don't know if the W is... Should I change it? Should I start over and change it to a W? Upside down, everything is not right side up. I don't know if you knew that or not. A lot of people talk about understanding upside down and all inside out, but it's a lot heavier than people think it is, I think, you know. But it is a lot heavier than the people think, you know. I've watched a lot of Italian horror movies. I'm okay it's okay if I make fun of the language, no matter how transparent my skin is. So don't judge me. just hold on one second. I have a forked tongue, so I'm trying to. I'm taking antibiotics to get it back to a sporked tongue. That way I can actually scoop things with my tongue instead of dipping and receiving, dipping and receiving, dipping and receiving. It's not, in doing this as a white person, is not a good thing to do in public either. Sorry about that. These days, anything can be misconstrued, even the word misconstrued. I thought that was like some kind of like pastry for the longest time until somebody called me out on it. And I did a sorry video, an apology video. I did a so sorry video. I did a lo siento video in Espanol. That didn't go over so well. Not with all the gangs and stuff that are. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean anything by that. They're still standing outside my window, just peering in here. Come on, man. Jeez, let it go. Lo siento. What? So, yeah. I'm finishing up this drawing for a friend of mine. He lives in Boise, Idaho. And I swear, I have a cold or something. My throat's all fucked up. Usually I sound like a little princess or something, you know. Certainly don't look like one, but I sound like one, you know, just like the Disney cartoons, you know. In real life, those people are probably like the most hideous chuds you'd ever see in real life, but in the cartoon, they have the voices of angels. I don't think you'd ever really want to meet a mermaid, friends. They're bad business. Look up what they really do, what the Little Mermaids do behind closed doors, and you'll understand. Behind closed oysters and shells and things like that. Whatever they call doors. Under the sea. Darling, it's better once you behead her. Take it from me. Under the sea, the sirens shook the waves, and your boat was overtook. Then we ate you in front of your nephew. Under the sea, da-dum bum ba bum 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 bum. We're gonna fucking kill you, fucks. All right. Hasn't anybody seen Aquaman or that movie Splash? That's what that's all about. Is those motherfuckers trying to eat us? So I say we eat those motherfuckers before they eat us. Sons of cowardly little. Well, they're just fish. They don't mean it. They don't really know any better. But still, cowardly little bastards. Let's eat them. Fish are good. I mean, they're like pre-salted, preserved, pre-natal. Naval, pre-naval. I'm just trying to be clever. I'm trying to impress you. I know it's not working. I'm sorry. I used to love that fucking movie as a kid. I was in love with Ariel, just like every other stupid little fish-loving, siren-loving fuckboy or whatever. I don't even know what they call him these days. Fish boy. I was a fish boy. I think in Venice they just call them boys, because I think everybody in Venice, I've never been there, but I've heard that everybody that's born there has webbing in between their hands and their feet, their toes, you know, so they can just get around a little bit better, a little bit faster that way. Probably a little bit safer too in the long run. Thank you, Paige. I can't believe you have the nerve to come back here though after all this time. I can't believe you have the nerve to come back and show your face up. Wait, is this Paige from Idaho? Or is this Paige from Berkeley? Or is this just a different Paige altogether? Because either way, Paige from Berkeley owes me $5 from 1997, and the Paige in Idaho, well, if this is you, well, you know. All right, okay. Either way, you owe me $5. Love you though. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate that. Hey! I've been alone out in this garage here in Antarctica for about 37 years. Um, every year they drop in fresh food and supplies that only I'm supposed to only rationed out for a month. So I have to do something for the rest of 11 months, right? I don't even want to have to tell you what I have to do down here to survive. Oh God, oh God. Anyways, but they do send a lot of paper, a lot of pens, and the Wi-Fi signal isn't so bad, but sometimes it's so bad. Yeah. A couple winters ago, some kind of incident happened, knocked out our power. Some crazy fucking monster took over the site for a while and tried to kill us all. And it got most of us, unfortunately, especially the doctors. It went for the doctors first because they were the smartest. I'm just the pilot. I'm just the helicopter pilot. I just happen to like to draw. For some reason, they started sending in big pieces of paper. On the backs, there used to be maps and stuff like that on the backs of them, but I don't even look anymore. I've just been down here for so long. I mean, I came down here when I was 22, and now I'm 73. You do the math. I'm not good at math, so if you have a calculator, help me out. I don't even know what year it is. Um, Not even sure what dimension. We opened up something down here that we weren't supposed to, and well, I started skipping dimensions like a fucking little slimy ass rock on a hornitoad pod. Out in the middle of a hornitoad pod. I can't even keep up with my own shitty jokes, people. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it's gotten. And I swear, Antarctica isn't supposed to be green this time of year, but it is green. Hallelujah, praise the Lord, fuck the universe, amen. All right. How about them fucking aliens, right? Yeah, you heard me. That wasn't a race joke. That was just a border joke, guys. Come on, don't look. They're still peering at me from the window, giving me gang signs and stuff. I don't even know what that means, man. Look at my. I'm a widow. Come on. What? I think they're trying to get me to join their gang. I am pretty ferocious. If I joined a gang, they would have to they would have to go out there and prove themselves to me. I think because I'm so hardcore. I would join it, and then immediately everything would, I would become the queen, and there'd be like a hive mind, and that'd be fun. That'd be cool. I could just send my little drones out to do my bidding and stuff. That'd be neat. I'd have them be going to like shelters and walking the dogs and adopting dogs and rescuing them and standing on corners. And instead of wanting to fight people, I would have them on corners with bundles of bananas for the community. Bundles of bananas. Have you ever seen a bunch of gangbangers fighting with a bundle of bananas? Or a bunch? Or gaggle, I think it's a gaggle of bananas in their hands? No, you haven't. Because it won't happen. You give every gangster on the planet a banana. Peace on earth. Motherfucking peace on earth. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I ain't never seen nobody fighting with no banana in their fucking hand. There was this cop a long time ago who put a banana in a tailpipe, in another police officer's tailpipe because he thought they were following him. And boy, did he save the day. I mean, at the end of the day. But his name was Axel Foley, and he was a brilliant cop out of I think of Detroit. Just an amazing cop. But he went to Beverly Hills and worked for the police force there and taught them how to run the shop too, because they didn't really know much about over there in Beverly Hills. So Axel came over and he put a banana. They were getting tailed by a couple of detectives, and he put the banana tailpipe. He fooled them. So you never know. The banana is sometimes mightier than the sword. That's all I'm trying to say. And now I'm hungry. I want a banana really bad. But there's one like 20 feet away inside, but I'm fucking lazy. I don't want to. Fuck that. I'll get up. Hey Terry, wake up! Terry! God damn it. That motherfucker sleeps sound. I was gonna have him go get me a banana. If anybody out there is in La La Land is near a banana, my PO box is in the description if you wanted to send me one. Preferably one that's like green now, so when it gets to me, it'll be dark brown. like a turd. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I have the best. I have the best fault. I have the best. I'm the best. And I did get the best vest that y'all sent me in the mail. Thank you so much. It's a quilted vest that everybody put together for me, and it just says the best. And then in small writing it says vest underneath that, really tiny though. I think my dog is wearing it somewhere, so I don't even know where she is right now. But yeah, I'll show it to you later. I gotta wash it probably because she probably shat all over it, but it's the best. I appreciate it. I couldn't have done it without you. You little people on the other side. I was losing my mind. Still working on that one. Hope everybody got what they wanted for Christmas. I hope y'all get what you deserve. Hope y'all got what you... Y'all deserve happiness is all. That's all I'm trying to say. You deserve some light in your life. Some love. And you're going to get whatever's coming your way. I promise. I will find you. Hallelujah. Have a good day. Love you. I guess that's a knuckle. Cool. I didn't think I'd be able to finish that off. Hey, Omisu. Happy day after Christmas. Happy day, day. Happy day after fucking some Christmas. Happy different day. It's a holiday coming up this week. No day, never summer speak. Shipping up Bible up and down the come. I'm gonna scat through. I'm gonna scat myself. I'm gonna shit and scat myself through the holiday. You're gonna shit and scat yourself? Yeah, like the dance, like the shit and scat. I've never heard of that one. You've never heard of the shit and scat? No, I've never heard of that one. Can you show me what it's like? Oh no, brother. I mean, you want to do the shit and scat outside, unless you're on concrete and you have a hose near you. you don't, and you want to do it naked. You don't want to do it with the clothes on. Unless you got another pair of Wranglers back there that I can borrow. No, I don't. I'm sorry. Fair enough. Living out, dabbing in the shit your pants. Going on, do the dance. Sounds like a fun dance though. Yep, gotta do it outside though. Just gotta do it outside with the dogs and the chickens. Preferably in the chicken coop, because then you can keep it all contained. And if it's an old-fashioned dust-up, then, well, you know what it's all about. It's going to be about the dancing and the shitting, everybody. That's right, shit and dance. Almost like a hit and run, but a shit and dance. On in the him down and the shit your pants like a chicken dance. It's true. It's very true. I'm feeling a little bit countrified this morning, folks. It must be the bangs. Did anybody know about Europa yet? Have they discovered life on Europa, or is NASA still not giving us any information on that? I've written letters to like the moon base. I've written Luna letters to the moon base 11, 12, and 13. I have lived in moon base 14 for about 7 years of my entire life. I've lived about 7 years. I don't know what the holdup is. Just to let us know what's going on moon base 14, or I'm sorry, 15. But they're already building 16. So like, why don't we have any information on moon base 12 anymore? So like, I can't believe I'm the only one that ever thinks about this stuff. I'm the only one that ever thinks about this lunar blast hypocom. It's just a little bit scary. It's hard just being the only one that keeps up with any of this stuff anymore. It makes me think that maybe none of it's even true, none of it's real, then it's just a figment of my imagination. And there are no moon bases, and there are no, my friends don't really exist on the moon. And I don't really go up there every night and talk to them. And the portal in Antarctica isn't even real either. I'm not even in Antarctica. What? Terry? Terry's not even real. Terry, where'd you go? Holy fuck. Anyways, gotta finish this drawing. Gotta get it in the mail. I took that news surprisingly well. I have to go to work here in a few hours. I get up early in the morning so I can write my country western songs. And finish up my pop surrealist doodles here. And then I gotta go and work on the team of horses that I'm putting together for the Great Migration of 1912. That's coming up. What? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. That was a joke. That was a joke for Dimension 4. I get my dimensions crossed sometimes. So this is Dimension 6. It is 2024. I just want to make a clarification there. It's 2024. Time works weird in different dimensions, so just so you know that. But we're not quite there yet. Y'all didn't have to go through what we had to go through in Dimension 3, so just hold your horses. Because 2037 is going to be a doozy for y'all. Oh gosh. I'd start saving up toilet paper right now for 2037. Oh my gosh. You have no idea what's coming. Love the one you're with, everybody. That's for darn sure. Now, like I said, I like to write country western songs first thing in the morning. And this morning I woke up and I was thinking, how about them turkey legs? That was the first thing that I thought about when I was woken up this morning. And I was thinking that would make a great song. So I wrote a little song about it. Turkey legs, mama. And that's all I got so far, really. I have this whole huge introduction, but that's all I pretty much have on the lyrical end of it. I used to say it would be a miracle to clear my throat enough for me to talk a sentence without phlegm coming out my nostrils, but that wouldn't be a world that I want to live in, because miracles don't happen unless you pray hard enough, friends. And then it's miracles all day. Please get this fucking phlegm out of my throat. Please, 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 please. I'm trying. Nobody's listening. I can't even move back here. Oh, gosh. Okay, here's another song. Doesn't make any sense either. Also in D. And that's that. All right. Hope everybody learned something today. I hope you learned. I hope you learned that it's okay to be different. In fact, it's encouraged. Even if you're in a tribe, you can be different. You can be anything you want. Hell, you can even make people laugh if you want to, you little son of a bitch. Fuck. You ain't got to be such a hard-nosed prick all the time is all I'm trying to say. Take it from me. I was the biggest prick of... Well, I wouldn't say the biggest. But, I was a pretty big prick. Somebody say so. You gotta give it your all. You know, giving it your all doesn't mean you pick on the little guy or you punch down. You punch up. You punch up at bullies of all shapes and sizes. Not literally, maybe, unless they're punching you first. That's the one thing. You know, when I was a kid, it wasn't called stand your ground. It was called stamp. Yeah, stamp your ground. We're artists. You know, we get back in different ways. We make little stamps, and when they turn their back to us in class, we stamp the back of their little fucking head with our stamp of approval, and that's how we get back at those little pricks. You know, there's no use getting angry at people and using violence. We're artists. We gotta get a little bit more creative, you know? Kind of like nails in the end of a stick or something like that, but more metaphorical. Not so literal or bloody or violent. Like I said, unless they're kicking you first, knocking your teeth out first. But still, you gotta read the room. And you gotta protect the ones you love first. For yourself. Like some little cowards out there that run from a fight that they started. Right. Honky dong dang. Sometimes it feels like other people just take over and I have no idea what's going on anymore. That's okay. I think I'm still drawing as I'm talking sometimes. Getting shit done and running out the mouth. Yep. American dream right there. And if you don't like it, you can go to the next channel over. I think they're teaching you how to do Pilates or some shit. Really? I want to see. Are they cute? What the fuck? Okay. Nope. So yeah, I think I'm almost done. Just gonna finish up this area. I think I've said I think I'm almost done for the past 3 weeks on this thing. And I guess I don't think I was lying, I guess. Because I was thinking that I'm almost done, but I was wrong. A lot. But it's almost done. It's like always almost done. Any drawing that you start is almost done, I guess. I mean, what is almost? A minute? 10 minutes? Unless you like clearly defined what almost is at the very beginning, nobody's going to be able to come back and sue you. So if you're an artist, don't worry about that kind of stuff. Just, you can say almost all you want. Like almost all you want. Not all the time, but almost. Almost all the time. Oh my god, this is confusing. To my Spanish-speaking friends who don't speak English, lo siento. If that's the only word you understand, that's okay. That's the most important word in the English language. Is los, I mean, well, that's Spanish for sorry. I am sorry. I'm deeply sorry that I don't speak Spanish. That I only know one word, lo siento. And that's the word lo siento, I'm sorry. It was also the name of my cat back in college. And I went to college in Mexico, and it was very confusing because my cat got out a lot, so I'd go out and just scream her name all the time out in public, and I got kidnapped a few times, sure, but I managed to get away thanks to the help of my cat. She was very clever. That's what I'm saying. Cleverosity saved the cat's life, but curiosity killed the owner of the cat. Just so you know. Never name your cat something that you don't understand what it means. And try to make sentences that actually make sense. And say them in your head first before you say them out loud, maybe. Unlike me. I shit on a stick and out the bottom of the cat. See, I didn't do it. I didn't follow my own advice there. Something about a stick and shitting on a cat. Doesn't make a lick of difference, anybody. It's the day after Christmas, and I'm playing with my new pens. I got these Sharpays. Ultra fine point. Ultra fine point. Chapois. Are these French? These are French pens or something? French Canadian? Wish Joel was here. He would know. Gonna get metaphorical on that ass. Let me see, like the YouTube said you can't cuss, unfortunately. I don't care if you cuss, but it does. That's why I wish sometimes like a little thing would there's got to be an app or something that reads people's comments out loud. I think that'd be cool. But then people would be taking advantage of that. That'd be really distracting too. If I'm sitting here and somebody's like, shit, you fucking ass, or something. I bet, oh, god damn. Because if they put it in all caps, that'd be funny if, like, the app, like, read it as if they were yelling or something. What did you say again? Gonna get metaphorical on that ass! Even though yours was all lowercase. Gosh, I was having some really intense dreams. I was camping. Get it? Intense? I don't know. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Almost at 1,000 subscribers. Almost at 1,000 subscribers. It's so neat. I'm so proud of this little channel and all the people that have helped me make it what it is. Because seriously, I couldn't have done it without all the voices in my head. And without all of you. I love you so goddamn much. Devin, I've had that guitar for a very long time. Thank you for the nice comments, too. You're welcome here anytime, my friend. Any of y'all are welcome here. Even no matter what you look like or anything like that. What your political whatevers are. I believe that the moon is fucking hollow, so I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I just care that you're a good person, you know? I believe some weird ass shit. I believe that there's still good people in the world. And I believe that those people, all of those people, we all can be like led astray by pretty faces and shiny objects. And I'm here to tell you that you don't have to stay there. You don't have to fall for anything anymore. We can just fall for each other. How about that? In the best of ways. And take care of each other. I'm certainly of that mindset these days. Turn off the fucking news. Get off social media. Don't read people's posts about politics. Don't listen to people's opinions about politics on any of those stupid ass big conglomerate fucking channels that only care about you as a number, as in ratings. They do not care about you or your family. Not like a neighbor could or somebody in your community will, that they tell you is your enemy. I'm tired of having enemies and thinking that everybody's out to get me and shit like that. That's how I was raised. And I made a choice recently to not live like that. So that's what this place is all about. For people from all walks of life to come and find common ground together. Obviously, I don't stand for bigots and bullies and racism and sexism and all that shit. So if you're bringing that to my channel, you can piss off right now with it. Because you're not going to get anywhere. There's nothing you're going to say to me or my followers that they haven't said 1,000 fucking times in their own heads in different ways. So you're not going to be able to hurt anybody but yourselves in the long run. And I'm here to tell you that you can change your ways. You don't have to be a fucking bully in life. You can be a good person and still, well, I know it's fun to be a bully. I think some people just thrive on that shit, like trolls and whatnot. I'm talking about people that are actually out there, you know. Because there's some people that are just too far gone. Plus, there's such a thing as psychopaths that just have no feelings at all. And that will try everything they can to get a one-up on you. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people who are on the edge or on the brink or who can be pulled back from the edge or the brink. And I'm not the one to do it. I'm just saying that it's possible. You're the one that has to do it. But you have to find the edge. You know, you have to find your edge and then realize where it is and figure out how to go from there. There wasn't anybody that ever told me, you got to change, you have to change, you have to change. Nobody ever did that, and I did it, you know what I mean? I had to find my own path. And I'm slowly finding my way back to God. It's crazy. Because I've given myself slack to do so, you know? I cut the ties with everything that I thought I needed to be attached to all that time that everybody said was so important, but nothing ever changes. As a matter of fact, everything just stays the same. All the rhetoric, all the politics, everything. It's just getting more and more extreme because Facebook, all these corporations, MSNBC, Fox News, all these fucking stupid news, fake news networks, or whatever you want to call them. I mean, they they get more ratings when people are pumped up and angry and fearful and scared. You know, I mean, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know or feel if you didn't already know that. And that's where they get their power from. And once you sever those ties, watch what happens. Watch how fast your world will change. And the people around you will change too, because a lot of them will just disappear. Once they, even like your best friends, once you realize they can't fit you in a box like everybody else, they just let you go, and that's okay. Frees up more time. That's why people are always like, I wish I could draw like you. I'm like, really? You're gonna have to sever some ties to do that. There's artists out there that, you know, are successful artists that are still tied in to the matrix. I'm not one of those folks, that's for sure. Doing portraits of Kamala Harris and shit, you know. Like, what the fuck y'all doing, man? Fucking weirdos. All cops are bastards, but you must vote for this one. Wait, what is it? All cops are bastards, or are we voting for a cop? I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, all cops are bastards. It's like, what? Then you're like, well, I've actually met some good cops. Well, they can have pretty faces, they can be nice, but they're still bastards. Fuck cops, fuck. And then you're like, well, what about this one that you're telling me to vote for? You know? Fucking hypocrites. All I'm saying, you can vote for whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. But all I'm saying is don't act like it's like some brand new thing that's just gonna come and save the day and there's gonna be peace on earth because of it. Because no, they're politicians at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck what they look like. And both parties do everything they can to fuck everyday Americans like you and I over. And citizens of the world, wherever you are. They work together behind closed doors to fuck us all over. Every day. And we still would have been at war no matter what president. We still would have been dropping bombs on poor people in other countries that I can never even visit because I can't afford a passport, or let alone a rent or anything like that, you know? People are like, yeah, you need to get out, you need to travel. I'm like, I can't even travel to fucking work. I don't have gas money for fucking work. What are you talking about traveling? I would say probably it's like even a greater thing now, like 60% of Americans can't even afford a $500 emergency. Like, we're fucked. And everybody's just acting like it's just like one person that's to blame for everything, or one person's gonna come and save you from literal doom and damnation that we like put on ourselves, you know, in this country by not standing up to the powers that be and telling them like, no, actually, like, we're the people, we're the majority, and y'all work for fucking us, you know. But instead, everybody just passes the buck, and nobody ridicules their own parties because they're afraid of being ostracized by their friends and family. Nobody has the balls to stand up and just be like, it's all burning, and nobody's doing anything about it. It's all falling apart around us, and nobody's saying anything about it anymore. Like 20 years ago, they were saying, we have 5 years to turn the ship around, or we're all going to be burning alive. You know, because like climate change and all this, right? And then nothing is changing. Like, our Navy is the #1 polluter on the planet, and like there's still the fucking garbage things on the size of Texas in the oceans, and Nestle's trying to privatize water. I mean, they're running out of water in like countries and shit like that, literally, where gangs are like hoarding water and like, you know, selling them to people. Like, it's like Armageddon has happened to a lot of places on this planet already, and people in this side, behind these little fucking precious little walls and these little cities that can go to Vaughn's or fucking Albertsons or Fred Meyer on a, you know, except for when there's and then everybody loses their mind when they have to wear a fucking mask, maybe just to keep some of their neighbors safe. Buy up all the toilet paper. I don't give a fuck, buy it all. Even the 1-ply, sir? Especially the 1-ply. We're gonna need that when shit gets real. Oh shit, that was a pun. I know, son. Fucking, I've never seen such a bunch of cowardly motherfuckers as I saw during COVID. Bunch of fucking cowards. Merry Christmas, everybody, by the way. I worked customer service in Boise, Idaho. So I got to see some fun, wonderful patriots doing their thing. So yeah, I'm one of those people that talk shit about both sides because I think both sides are the most ridiculous, especially the people that like just blindly follow them. Like, don't you? I've lost friends because I dared to even criticize the Democrats. You don't just sit there and like kiss the boots of whoever you're on the side of. If they change and they go against your morals or they go against your standards, you say something about that. You're not just like, oh well, the other side does it worse. It's like that's like the most chicken shit argument you could ever fucking come up with to defend a shitty fucking run or a shitty fucking somebody that you're supporting or a shitty politician. Shitty shit. I wasn't expecting to talk about this morning. I'm sorry, but it just boils my fucking brain. And that's across the board now. I mean, when there's donors, like your vote doesn't even fucking matter when it comes to presidency. It's been proven. Like there was a Harvard study or some shit that came out where it was like, yeah, we just live in an oligarchy. Because when you give corporations the right to vote and billions of dollars can go into like picking people and they're literal, like these politicians are literal puppets to corporations. And there's donors that go in and can get meetings with politicians and presidents way before a common person like a farmer or anybody like that. When was the last time you saw a farmer talking to the president, let alone like Kanye West or some shit? It's like they don't care about the people. You're just a fucking cog. You're nothing to them. And it's sad that people act like they're like gods. It's like literally like they put flags and like right next to there they put Trump on these stupid ass drawings with Jesus and stuff, comparing him to Jesus. And like in these images, Jesus is still white as fuck too. It's like they don't even know that Jesus was brown. Nobody. It's just like weird as shit. Fake as fuck. And it's always been like that. And then when you snap out of it and you're like, you look back at all of it and you're like, holy goddamn fuck, everything that I was led to believe is absolutely wrong. Once you get out of Plato's fucking cave and you look back and you go back down there, you are treated like you're fucking crazy. Even by friends and family. It's the most remarkable thing. I recommend it. I highly recommend it. Because then once you're able to get out of that, you start meeting other people like that. And well, you can be lonely together. I'm definitely not like Cypher where I want to like ignorance is bliss. I don't want to go back to the cave. There's no going back. I don't know what Cypher was thinking, man. They couldn't like reboot him. They would have had to kill him. They couldn't erase his memory like that, I don't think. I've never thought about that. Because Cypher wanted to go back to the cave. But then again, it's like, it's the weird thing in the first Matrix because why is Cypher not just in Zion? Because remember, Zion is full of babes and raves and all sorts of food and they have all, it's like a huge community. It's like, why even be on a ship where you're eating slop when you can be in Zion hanging out with, going to dance parties and stuff like that? It's like, I would just live in Zion. He was so miserable on the ship. I don't think they thought that one through at the time. They made Zion like really appealing when it was like, why would you ever want to leave and like risk your life out there, especially Cypher if he was a chicken shit like that. If he was, it's like why not just find a family? I don't know, it's just weird. Maybe all the good stuff was going to Neo after he came back. But that dance party was really hot in Matrix Reloaded. I remember seeing that in the theater with my buddy and we were like laughing. We're like, why is there a rave in Zion? Like, what? And they all looked really healthy. Sorry about going off on politics and shit. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Whatever the heck. Because I am, but at the same time, it's like that's just that's what I think about a lot. And I feel like the two sides and the lesser of two evils things got us into this mess in the first place. And then people keep telling you to do it. Well, what are you going to do? You can't vote for the other guy. No, but you don't vote for, I don't vote for war parties. I don't vote for corporate war parties. Not anymore. When there is no choice, I won't do it. And that'll be my protest. And anymore, I could give two craps what anybody says about that. When there's people like cheering on a murderer because he took it into his own hands to murder somebody who he thought deserved death. Like that's like whatever you think about that, I don't think that that's the right way to go about anything or hurting anybody in any way like that. I'm very much against murder in any way, shape, or form. You can't be okay with it in one way and absolutely against it in another way. It's just I'm more and that's one of those things, like I made a choice a long time ago. I would never even joke about that kind of shit. Except for when I'm on the freeway. When I tell motherfuckers that I'm going to murder them all the time. Mm-hmm. I'm just kidding. But it's also this thing too where people just automatically, just because something told them to hate somebody, or told them that this person did this, or told them that this person deserved death, maybe even, or that anything like that. It's like you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know what the sources were. You don't know who's behind the story. You don't. There's just so much that we don't know about stuff, and then people just jump onto it because of it. Like it's a just like a gimmick or something, like a bumper sticker, like murdering somebody in cold blood or whatever. It's people don't, I don't think a lot of people understand that once you get to a certain status in this society, you have different standards. When you start making money, like your whole way of life changes. And I'm sorry, but if that person deserved to die, then there's billions of them or whatever, millions of them, or whatever. I mean, these CEOs and shit like that, but that's not how you change the world, by like just murdering people. It's not. And I guarantee you that's not going to change anything. That's just going to make it worse. And those people are just going to, I don't know what the point is in that kind of like thinking. And then let alone people like bragging or like sticking up for them or like putting these Luigi stupid fucking things on their stupid ass Facebook posts or whatever, or their pictures. It's just like, what are you fucking doing? And these are people that, would every other time of the whatever. It's just, it gets to the point where it's like, yeah, people say eat the rich, but it's a fucking expression. You don't literally eat the fucking rich. You change the system that they take advantage of, you know? You attack the system. It's just like with Trump, you attack the system, not the fucking person. He's a symptom of the fucking system that we live in. He's a product of it. And we all live in that same system. And the cops, that's what it's all about, like my brother said. It's not that all cops are bastards because there's like one cop that, oh yeah, he's a nice, jolly old man kind of dude. But it's the system that they're in that's broken that needs to be fixed. You don't go around murdering people and thinking you're going to be fixing any kind of system. You're just a fucking murderer. That's my opinion on that stupid ass subject. Fucking liberals over here bragging about wanting to murder people or cheering on a fucking murderer without even probably knowing exactly everything that all that happened. Yeah, sure, the basics are all there, right? Seems perfect, seems right. I guarantee you we're gonna find out some weird ass shit about that too. I'm sure they did in the trial. I mean, he was found guilty. I'm sure there was a lot more to it than people think. And I venture to say he even probably killed other people in his life too. There's just something about him. Look in his eye. I think there's just enough death and destruction and murder in the world. And I am 100% behind people that are angry at the healthcare system, believe me. And when I don't want to stick up for murderers, it doesn't mean that I am naive to the fact that there are people suffering because these CEO pieces of shits don't don't do the right thing. But they do the right thing according to what their society says, because we're not in that society. Even though we are all in the same system, they're in a different bracket. So their morals and their standards change at that point, and they don't look at other humans the same way. And it's a matter of changing things to level the playing field a little bit more. Shouldn't have to teach people how to be compassionate, but then there is such a thing as the Christmas Carol. So what do? Kill Scrooge? Or do you wait until he figures it out? He was an old ass man. How come nobody ever murdered his ass and stole his money? I mean, we saw what happened. And that's not going to happen every time. That's not every Scrooge is going to turn around, but you can't just go around killing them. Some of them, I don't know. It's like Gandalf says, you know. Can't see all ends. Even the wise cannot see all ends. And I don't think we're the ones that should be making that decision. But I'm a man you don't meet every day. I'm practicing for the part, the musical professional. The professional. I'm going to play the little girl. That's why I'm wearing this wig. Can you see it? Merry Christmas, John. Thanks, everybody. You bro. Sorry if you're not used to my channel. I talk about all sorts. I don't just talk about. I kind of, when I talk about politics, it's more like in a worldly way. Because I don't bat for anybody. I don't bat for bullies. I'm not a bootlicker on it in any way, shape, or form, except for my own boots and in certain videos. But that's not this channel. It's not this site. Just playing. But no, I mean I talk about a lot of stuff. I'm not really to offend anybody, but and if I ever do punch down, it's not on purpose. Whenever I talk about Democrats and Republicans, I'm not talking about people, the working class. You know, you're only anybody. People are trying to do what they think is right for them and theirs, and it's unfortunate that there's so much misinformation out there because there are some good people that are being misled on all sides of the coin. And I hope that when I talk, I don't sound like I'm hating on either side more than the other, because they're both despicable to me as far as the parties go. But people, I love. I have nothing against my neighbors who have a Trump flag in their yard or wear a Trump hat or whatever. I don't care. You know, they're not fucking like Nazis to me. They might look at me and think differently. I don't give a fuck. But I mean, they might not think I'm a Nazi, but they would look at me and think I don't even know. That's stupid of me to even say because that's not happened yet. I started wearing skirts about 7 months ago or so, 4 or 5 months ago now, and out in public, I've never been made fun of. I live in a very conservative area. I've been shown nothing but respect, and you know, like I say, sure, someday somebody might say something, but it hasn't happened yet. And I don't know. But then again, like some man was just killed recently. He was it was a hate crime. He was gay, and he was killed just 26 miles from here. He was murdered, thrown in a fucking ditch. Him and his dog. The fucker took his dog and him and shot him, I guess. And so that shit does happen as well. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna be scared or live in fear. There's enough fear out there. There's a lot of fear in me. But this is my way of getting it out too, you know. Showing the universe that, yeah, I'm scared, but I'm not gonna let it rule my life, you know. I'm not gonna let it change the way I feel about other people. Just like actions, you know, speak louder than words. People are gonna bark all day on these stupid social media sites and shit, but when you're out in public, people aren't like that. People aren't like that. You're gonna find some people that are, of course. But most people are just trying to get through, figure shit out. And once you start talking to people, and showing them that you see them and you hear them, that they're not invisible. It's wonderful things start happening. For you and them. I think leading with kindness is the most important thing we can do. Lead with kindness for your fellow neighbors and 90%ers or whatever the heck. But no mercy for the rest. No mercy. After I just say don't murder. Don't murder, but don't show them any mercy. I just think about too, like all the people on death row that have been murdered on death row and then they were found out to be innocent. I think that if there's a chance, if there's even like a 5% chance that some of the people that are being legally murdered or whatever they want to state sanctioned murder, I think something needs to be re-examined there in a big way. Has anybody ever watched Lord of the Rings? So this is a commission from my friend John. He's from Boise, Idaho. Hybris novus, hi. Thanks, Potato. Hey, are you from Idaho? I used to live in Potatoville. Actually, I'm not a dude. I'm a duder. You can call me duty. It's my duty. I'm absolutely a dude. I'm whatever you want to call me. I'm not a stickler for labels, to be honest. I I remember the first time my brother ever called me dude. Well, that was the best day of my motherfucking life. Just kidding. It was awesome though. I was like, whoa, my older brother just called me dude. It was like, it was the best day ever. Thank you for the comment, by the way. You know, sometimes, you just have to pick up some kind of hollow wooden instrument and bang on it for a while and to make yourself feel better, if you know what I mean. I think that's just one of the most instinctualized things that most of us lowly little humans down here can, well, ever hope to amount to. There's a hollowed out husk of a shell that somebody can beat on. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Why not? Why not? Let's get countrified, alright. I was gonna start a band called the Eagles because I like the name. I loved them bald eagles, but I didn't want people to think that I was going bald. So I just was gonna name my band the Eagles. Eagles. You know, right? Like seagulls without the S. Eagles. And but then I realized, oh shit. Well, there's another band called the Eagles. They've been around for a little while anyway. And so I was like, well, what am I gonna do? So I named my band the Beagles. The Beagles. Not very successful. Probably because of the name. But golly gosh darn dang, did we not put out some good stuff for an afternoon. My cat, she's being all silly. What are you doing? Want to come up and say hi? Hey, come on, look it. What are you doing? What are you doing? What was that? You've never done that. Where in the fuck are you? You're scaring me. What the? Ah, what the fuck? We're gonna need a bigger boat. It's not time to eat yet, sweetie. Besides, the cadaver hasn't even defrosted yet. I mean, what are you gonna eat? It's just a big ice chunk right now. She loves human legs. I get them from a special place in Canada. From a special friend of mine named Joel. He knows where to get the best Canadian human legs. Abby, what are you doing? Oh, Thermo, stop it with your knock-knock jokes. Nobody's listening. Knock-knock here and knock-knock there. Everywhere, knock-knock, nigga, knock-knock. Oh my gosh, I almost said something dirty there. Old MacDonald had a farm. Knock-knock, knock-knock, knock. I like that leg and that hip. The tree hip limb. It's another, you know how they call limbs, like on a tree, like limbs, and they call like a limb, like. I think I'm the first worst person. I think I'm the first person to ever tie those two together. I don't think anybody has ever looked at a tree or like made a piece of art that had human characteristics into it. Ever. I'm so lonely. I'm sorry. I'm so lonely. think I'm almost there. I already said that. It would just be really nice to finish this up like today and get it in the mail and be done with it. Tired looking at it. Hate to watch it leave, but I love to watch it. Wait. Hate to watch you leave, but I love to watch. Hate to watch you leaf, but I love to watch you grow. Leaf? Or it's like a tree joke. Is that a tree joke? Yeah, that's a tree joke. That's a. In order to save time, you can just call it a troke. A tree joke is a troke. At the end of your laugh, you'll save about 5 seconds. So just think about that. When I got this commission from him, I got a commission from him and my friend Ellen. And I think Ellen wanted hers like in a more timely manner for like a gift for Christmas. But John didn't give me a time frame. And as a matter of fact, he said, take my time, not in a rush at all. So I probably could have just waited on this forever, but I don't like waiting when somebody, plus he paid me up front. But at the time when he paid me, I had just posted something where I was like, oh my God, please somebody commission me because I need money, because I didn't even have a job at the time. But since then, I've started working a full-time job at this like pet store, and they have 4 locations in the area that I live in, and I work at 3 different of them, and they're like these little small independent, pet stores. And this morning I'm gonna go pick up some stuff from one of them and take it to the other one in Cambria, and the one in Cambria is like 2 seconds from the ocean, from the Pacific Ocean. I forget which one it is. But I'm pretty I'm specific on that it's actually a Pacific Ocean. Like it's an actual ocean. I just don't know which one it is. But it's specific. So I call it the Pacific because I'm not sure what the name is of it. So yeah, and then that little area is like kind of Cambria, California. If you look it up, it's like almost like a little western town. It's like a one-horse town. You can just like one drag goes to the entire town. And it's really cool just to like park at one end and just go for like a long walk or something. Really neat shops, and it smells like the ocean there and everything. It's just really pretty. So I get to go over and work over there today with the lady who basically runs it. Even though my owners run it, it's like they're related. So I'm excited because I've worked over there a lot, but mostly by myself. And so it'd be nice to like have somebody there today to like that knows the shop super well, that I can ask questions like on the spot and get to know, because I have a feeling once I get my confidence levels up at the stores as far as like the POS systems are concerned and stuff, like I won't be so nervous and stuff, because I don't like being left alone there so much because I just don't know the ins and outs just yet. So today will be good. It'll be a good learning experience, and I had a really good day on New Year's Eve, or Christmas Eve there. Everybody was really nice, and it was really busy, but I had a really good day. Tried to stay positive the entire day, and it worked. It worked. So I'm going to go into today the same way, with just a buttload of positivity coming out my ears, in the form of not smelly poop or anything, but just actual like good vibes, just pouring out my ears. Like it looks like shit maybe, but it doesn't smell or anything like that. Just so you know, it might look gross. It might look like chunky peanut, like Jiffy peanut butter or something like that, or Jif, whatever you want to call it. But whatever dimension this is. So, but just know that it's sanitary, and it's probably there to protect my ears from the oncoming swarm of. Oh, this isn't. That's right. This is still dimension 6. Okay, never mind. So yeah, I think that's pretty good, right? Yeah, I'm gonna fix this wig a little bit. There we go. Let me turn it this way. I think that is positively perfect. Perfectly almost done. That might be done. Just adding some shadows at the bottom here. Gonna make these little leaf things stick out more. That way it looks more finished. For some reason I always draw, it's like this weird thing, and I'm sure I do it differently sometimes when I'm doing something differently sometimes, but like usually the sun is over here, if you're looking, yeah, it's over here, shining down this way, so like usually all my shadows are set in that frame of my reference, whatever, I don't know. Words, they don't mean anything, but yeah, this is, so I always go to the left of everything and give it a shadow, is what I'm trying to say. But that just makes it, basically just making the lines more bold, especially on the outside of the drawing. Giving it like a cap, essentially, like a border. A border for the hoarder. A hoarder for the border. Do you remember when Taco Bell had those commercials and it was, the campaign was like run for the border? Isn't that funny? When did they stop doing those? Because they don't do those anymore. And the fucking dog. Jesus. Some shit, man. Like, it wouldn't even fly these days. Yo quiero Taco Bell. It's the funny thing, though. It's like that kind of stuff, I don't think offends anybody. Except people that are easily offended, I guess. I don't know. A little depth in there. A little depth over here. Holes in the microphone. Perfect. I'm gonna try to find some more time-lapse videos that I did. I guess I can just make new ones. I have an S Pen now, a new one, a brand new one. I think that's the only reason I stopped drawing with my tablet so much was because my S Pen broke. And those things, a decent one actually isn't too cheap either. But I haven't even used it. I got it like 4 months ago and I haven't even used it yet. But I've been catching up on drawings, and it's not as interesting to do live stuff when if you're I feel like this is more interesting to watch because I don't sketch or anything, so I feel like with the time lapse and digital art, you can erase and, go back a step or whatever, go back several steps if you want. Or you can save drafts of a drawing. I mean, but this is how I grew up. This is how I prefer to draw, really, just out of nowhere, really. Sometimes if I have a specific idea in mind, I started a little over a year ago, I started doing these drawings that were they were like, I don't know, I was finding imagery online that I have an itch on my foot, that's what I'm scratching, just so you know. Ow. Right on my toe. Yeah, for the most part, I draw right out of my my noggin, the ideas. So, and I don't sketch first, but like I said, last year I started doing these illustrations where that rule changed or whatever. But with this was only pencil I did was to put a border around it so I didn't go too far on either side. And John, the person who commissioned this, he's in a band, and I've said this before, but that's the M for Mantooth. That's their logo. And then there's like 7 Brides. They have a song about a mummy. Humpty Dumpty. That's John right there. Mantooth is written in words right there on like some kind of banner. Some kind of Bruce banner. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. I just belched a little bit. And yeah, it's pretty much done. Hope everybody's fat and ugly from yesterday's festivities. And whether you're relaxing, or you're at work, or you're going to work, or you're just chillaxing before you go to work, or whatever, I hope your day treats you really well. And I hope your family and your friends are safe and sound. And the universe and the world is shining and smiling upon you today. Because you deserve it. You deserve the world. All you gotta do is reach out and grab it. With consent, of course. But now that I'm finished with this, I can go start finishing that mural without any... I just popped my shoulder when I did that. Without any guilt. Without any more guilt. But I also have to look at some imagery that I'm going to put onto that wall. Brick is very, very unforgiving, but thankfully it's semi-easy to draw on. Hey, thanks for all the really nice comments. I really appreciate that, by the way. I appreciate the good company. Beagles. Bee eagles. That's funny. At least we're right. At least in the music section, we're right next to the Beatles. That's one of the main reasons why actually the band The Bangles named themselves The Bangles. In an interview, they said because they were like, well, we wanted to be right next to the Beatles. Plus Bang. Bangles. Abby. All the old paintings on that tomb they do the sun dance, don't you know? If they move too quick away, they'll fall in hemlock. Yes, I know that song from start to finish, but I can't play it because copyright will copyright me. Because YouTube will copyright me. Used to do a cover of that. I used to mix that one up with what's the Violent Femme song? Day after day. Those two songs are like the same exact chords. So we would do it in my band. We would play live. We would like do a mashup of those two songs. Because I really like the Violent Femmes too. How come there's 29 people watching me? Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Crazy beautiful people. The crazy beautiful people. The people. Crazy beautiful people. The crazy beautiful people. Hey, can we just shorten that down? What do you mean? Can we just shorten it down to like beautiful people? Well, okay, let's try. Okay, one more time from the top. Okay, the beautiful people. The beautiful. Oh, hey, that's way better. Oh, thank you, mate. But let's do it the other way. Oh no. The beautiful people. The really beautiful people. The ridiculously beautiful people. Ridiculously beautiful people. That's what I think of y'all. I think you're just ridiculously beautiful. Ridiculoso. Beautiful. I don't know what this is right there, but it's really bothering me. I'm gonna have to draw another stick right there for some reason. It's just a bunch of bloody stripes. Has anybody seen the new Bob Dylan movie called Nosferatu yet? I heard he drinks real blood in that movie to really play the part of Dylan. Yeah, it's true. Drink the blood. Drink the blood of your fallen musical enemies, and you will be the best guitarist in the world again. Drink the blood of your musical enemies, and you will have the best beats in the world. I'm not one for violence, but I do think if we drink each other's blood more, there would be less violence in the world. Just throwing that out there. I'm not sure what that is. I thought that was my... Nope, that's my coffee cup over there. Not sure what that is. Didn't really have a... Not really a pleasant taste. It was very cold. Just been out here for days. What is that? Oh my god. A lot about living and a little about love. It can get quite confusing out here at times. So sorry, friends. Deeply sorry. It's nothing to wink your butt about. If you got to wink your butt, you might want to do it outside just in case you have an accident, unless you're wearing diapers. And in that case, you're falling right in line with my book. That's right, I'm writing a book about people who wear diapers, and, well, you're the first. Here we are. A little about living and a lot about love. And a little about diapers. You know what would be cool? is if cheese was made out of moon dust. That way, when we ate cheese, we would get high. Every time I eat moon dust, I have like a gram of it. If anybody wants some, a little bit goes a long way. There's a little teaspoon, or not teaspoon, but like a flake of it, essentially, will last your, like if you put it in your radiator or something like that, it'll last about, and not your car radiator, but your like house radiator, that radiates the energy that creates the black hole that allows your house to like go in and out, flip in and out of, what's that? Hold on, I'm getting something in my ear. Okay, yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay. I always forget. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Terry. I love you too. Bye. I love you too. You can hear that? I can see you in the sound booth, but you can't hear me? I can hear you. Oh, there you go. You can hear me now? Okay. You love me too? That's cute. You're crazy. I didn't know you loved me. You're crazy. So yeah, Terry says that this is still Dimension 6. I thought we were back in Dimension 3, but... So anything I just said in the past 20 minutes, completely disregard. Absolutely fake. Hasn't happened in this dimension yet. Probably not for another 15 or 16 years. So let's just talk about something else. My cat is so stupid. She's so fucking funny. My cat in this dimension is so fucking cute. She's so funny. She doesn't even try to eat me. Not yet. All right. I think I am done, friends, with this drawing. I'm happy that y'all could be here to see me finish with it, too. And I really honestly don't even know if this is what he wanted. But this is the drawing he's gonna get. And the whole thing has been documented live on YouTube. That's right, I've been drawing on this for the past 3 weeks solid. I haven't drinking any water. I drank some of whatever this was, but it's actually pretty good. The aftertaste is better than the first sip. So yeah, I'm going to do an M right there. Little marks in the tree, you know, little notches here and there. Little nipples, if you will. Nodules. Nipodules. That almost sounds racist. But it's not, I promise. I can't be racist. I'm Caucasian. I don't understand. It's like, bro, tone it down to my Caucasianoid level. I mean, dude, come on. No, there's no such thing as I don't see color, bro. I'm so Caucasian. I'm so cocky. I'm like, are you a cocknoid? I'm a cocknoid. You one of them cocknoids? You mean a Caucasian? Yeah, Caucasian. I can't pronounce it, man. I got some kind of speech impediment thing going on. Yeah, this is borderline confusing and borderline awkward, isn't it? Yeah, because we have kind of like the same voice and shit. Yeah, that's right. I don't know why are you doing this? I don't know. I'm not sure. Because who the fuck else is going to, right? Right? I mean, oh shit. Yeah, I'm alone out here. I'm alone out here, and I'm edging at the facet of obscurity. I'm edging at the facet of obscurity. Sing countrified songs in the dark by myself. That reminds me. Hello, everybody. It's the day after Christmas and you're all in your underweay. Would you get some of that? Give it right over here to me. We'll eat some food and some more food and watch some TV. 'Cause everybody knows what to do the day after Christmas is done. let's get some fun done. Alright. Y'all know that little dude, that little tune, that little ditty, that little P Diddy, that little Plitty. I'm glad you were here to hear it, because I don't remember it now, and hopefully you will, because hopefully somebody was writing that down, because I had no idea what I just said. Because it's not worth remembering, folks. You know, life isn't like a box of chocolates. You really do know what you're gonna get. We're all gonna die in the end, you know. Ain't no ifs, ands, or shits about it. We're all gonna die. So maybe it's time we started acting like it, you know. I mean, not like we're dead. The opposite, you know. If you know you're gonna die, why not just like go out there and live, you know? Just go out there and be happy. God damn it, just go out there and do some fucking fun shit right now. You still, you know, fuck. God damn it. Make a movie or write a poem. Tell someone you love them. Hold the door open for somebody that's being a jerk for you and show them what it's like to actually be a human being for a fucking 3 months now going shopping and stuff at Walmart. Who knows? But just do it. Don't be afraid to do it. And don't apologize for nothing. God damn it, motherfucker. I'm sorry. I didn't. Very sorry. I didn't mean to offend any motherfuckers out there. Motherfuckers out there, don't be sorry for anything. I'm confused. You're saying one thing and I'm doing another. You know what I mean. Life is very, very, very short. And that is a very, 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 very short but true statement. And I love y'all. I want you to be happy. Your happiness means my success. My success means you're poorer than you were yesterday. I mean, you're happier than you were yesterday. Hopefully. Oh my God, they're coming. I gotta go. It's about that time, folks. I think the owners of the house are home, and I'm not supposed to be in this garage. I don't know whose cat that was, and I'm not gonna lie. I shit my pants, and it stinks out here, and they're gonna know I was here because there's a trail. It's like Hansel and Gretel, but it's the gross version. And there's no ravens or any birds to clean it up because it's shit. It's not crumbs and it's not edible. It's shit. So God, where did my fucking shoe? Where did my shoe go? There it is. I got my shoe. I didn't go. There's a hose outside. Terry, there's a hose outside. Okay, yeah. Yes, we gotta go outside. All right, everybody. Merry Christmas. You all take care of your good selves, and watch out for your bad selves because they need love too. You know? And I think I'm done with this. What do y'all think? I finally got the bottom sort of fixed up a little bit. Here, I'll go up a little bit and down. That's my grandpa over there. That's a puppet over there that I made. Okay, anyways, yeah. I can't even see it. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, the light sucks. Yeah, I think I'm done. Okay, everybody. Well, you have a wonderful day. And thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. WTFK? What does that mean? WTFK. Walter, Trevor, Fred, Kelly. That's like my grandpa's name, but I don't know how you knew, like the abbreviations. That's weird. Okay, y'all be safe. Hug and love the ones you're with out there. And watch out for the underdogs, all right? Don't be bootlickers, you know? You stand up against those bullies. Yeah, I love you.